You are now watching Fourth and Inches.
I don't talk to him. I don't talk to him. I don't talk to him. I don't talk to them boys that sat on the benches. For I was in the game on 4 inches. Coach put me in the game on 4 inches. Put me in the game on 4 inches. Coach put me in the game on 4 inches. And I'ma lead them boys at the line of scrimmage.
NIL a big thing now. Missouri joined South Carolina, Florida, and California. And I want to say Texas, but I ain't 100% sure on how Texas thing work. But your senior year in high school, once you start filling out your FAFSA form or whatever school you decide to go to, you can
Yeah.
start getting paid NIL money. So you can start filling out your FAFSA as soon as August of your senior year. So if you're in Missouri, like Williams Winery that just committed, he's the number one defensive end in the country. It came down to Missouri and Georgia. He committed to Missouri. I mean, he from Missouri anyway. He already getting paid NIL money for committing to Missouri. And I feel like that's gonna start playing a bigger role in a lot more people's recruitment, as time goes on. Because it's
Yeah, I
like, why
think
go to Georgia and sit on the bench and I can go to Missouri and get paid right now?
yeah. And I think the NIL, it ain't what I thought it was gonna be. You know what I'm saying? I think that's one of the worst new things that happen to college football because now you got them going to the highest bidder. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about trying to go to a school where you know you're gonna have to play hard. Everybody want to go somewhere that they can get paid and start right away. So it's like you running from competition. What I was thinking the NIL was gonna be was like the same thing Todd Gurley got suspended for, stuff like that. Like if you signing autographs on your jersey and you selling them, you know what I'm saying, making money like that, they won't bother you. That's what I was thinking. That would have
So
been better, in my opinion, because
to
then instead of them paying you before you even step foot on campus, you got to go out there and prove yourself before you start getting paid.
so like according to Kirby Smart, that's pretty much how it is at Georgia. And if it's like that at Georgia, I'm pretty sure that's how it is at Alabama, Clemson, schools like that with those type of coaches or whatever. But like I believe that was the intent behind it to begin with. But it's like anything else, man. You tell these people with this money, oh yeah, you can go do this, do that. Oh, they gonna take it to the extreme. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody gonna take that no moderation. Oh no, I could pay people to come to my school, and all I gotta do is say here advertising for whatever. Man, I'm finna go pay everybody I can, man. How you gonna tell Phil Knight that he can't pay that 5-star quarterback to come to Oregon? He Phil Knight. You,
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? Like that man finna put you in Jordan everything from day one because he owned the company.
yeah,
And he ain't the only one. I just use him because I mean, everybody know Nike. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know Nike is. He the owner of Nike. Like,
yeah.
come on, man. If I was a senior in high school, I might go to Oregon too, man. Lifetime supply Air Force One.
You reckon that's what they get?
Nah, I'm saying that if he wanted to, he could.
You know what I'm saying? They just gonna go to the highest bidder, which at the same time, by doing so, I mean, it kind of even the playing field a little more now. Instead of all these students going to the well-known big colleges and it being the same thing, you know what I'm saying? It spread out the talent a little bit, but it's still,
Mm-mm, not really. And this is why I say that. If you look at the recruiting rankings, the top, I'm gonna say in your top five every year for probably the last 10 years, you're gonna have Alabama, Ohio State, Georgia every year in at least the last 10 years, maybe even longer than that. But they're gonna be in your top five somewhere. Then you're gonna have a Clemson jump in there. You can have a LSU, a Florida State, a Texas, a USC sometime. Like you pretty much gonna have the same schools over and over. Penn State will jump in there sometimes. Michigan. You know what I mean? Like it ain't nothing changed since the NIL came in. Okay, Texas A&M had the number one class. Alabama and Georgia was 2 and 3. Ohio State was number four. The next year, Alabama was number one. Georgia was two. Ohio State was three. This year, Georgia won. Ohio State is 2 or 3. I don't know what Alabama got going on. Alabama done fell off as of right now, but I expect them to be up there around December when it's time to put pen to paper.
That's what everybody thinking. Yeah, Alabama fell off. We love it. Rat poison. That's what my coach called it.
I mean, your coach can say whatever he want to say, but if he end up with the number 14 class in America, folks gonna start looking at him crazy. And I ain't talking about outside people. I'm talking about Alabama people.
I mean, as much as I know you would love to see that, I'm not worried about that.
I'm not predicting that. I'm predicting that they'll finish somewhere around the top five, top 10 at the least. Cause it's Alabama. Why wouldn't you? But if they don't, and they have a season like they had last year, yeah, y'all gonna start getting worried in Alabama. Y'all gonna start getting worried.
I mean, not really.
Speaking of Alabama,
The season we had last year, that used to be Georgia bread and butter. That's all they care about. As long as they win 10 games, they were satisfied. We can't lose. We can't lose 3 games. As long as we win 10 games, we good.
and what was Alabama doing before Nick Saban got there?
I wasn't a fan back then, so I can't tell you.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah, they was losing to Mississippi State, and then Nick Saban got there, and you lost to Southern Miss. Like these are things that happen.
So
The,
you gonna act like Vanderbilt ain't come to Georgia and beat Georgia in Georgia?
we talking about an SEC school versus a Conference USA school.
So we're gonna act like
Southern
Boise
Miss,
State ain't walk. We're gonna act like Boise State ain't walked the dog on Georgia too.
they did that. They won that game. They was also a top five team that whole season. Y'all lost to Southern Miss, man. Stop playing. Southern Miss.
When
Southern
when
Miss probably didn't even go to a bowl game that year.
when Saban first got there,
Yeah. It's like Florida losing the Georgia Southern. That Georgia Southern team won 4 games. They won
did
4 games.
y'all beat who that was that year? Sanford. When y'all opened the season against Sanford, I think y'all beat them by like 2 points.
Nah, you talking about Nickel State. That when Kirby
Yeah,
first got there.
Nichols. Yeah, Nichols like to beat y'all in the first game of the season. Y'all won
Yep.
by 2 with Nichols. So I
But we
mean,
won though.
happened. It happened.
But we won though. We didn't lose. Like,
So
hold on now.
how many how many
But we didn't
champion
lose.
how many rings Nick got? I'm talking about Nick Saban, not Carwell.
Uh, what, 7?
All right, man.
Do that take away from the fact that this man was out here losing the Southern Miss and Mississippi State?
Yeah,
Cause
that
that
take away
happened.
from that show
No,
you where
no, it
he come
don't.
from. That show you where
Mm-mm.
he started and where he at.
Yeah, cause he was dropping that bag off in Ocel.
That
Everybody
man
else had to
wasn't
wait
dropping
to
no bag,
2020.
man. That man wasn't dropping no bag.
Alright, alright, yeah, yeah, alright.
That man wasn't dropping no bag, man.
Hey man, that man went from
You act like
a
he ain't do the thing when he was over there at LSU.
he dropped a bag off at LSU too. What are you talking about? People have come out and said this, by the way.
They came out. Who you talking about? Jimbo Fisher?
I didn't say Jimbo Fisher. You said Jimbo Fisher. He was the offensive coordinator on that team, by the way.
I'm just saying. You talking about people that have come out and said this. The only person I heard said that was Jimbo Fisher.
Nah, it's some players that they say it without exactly saying, if that makes sense.
Oh well, hey, if it ain't directed, it ain't respected. Ain't that what they say?
I mean, they're not gonna come out and just say, "Yeah, I got paid to go to LSU in 2000." I mean, I take that back. They might say it now. At the time when they were making these statements, NIL wasn't legal. So if you come out and say that, they can Reggie Bush you. You know what I'm saying? Take your Heisman or make you vacate the trophies and wins and all that type of goofy stuff. So nah, who gonna say that? Why would you?
I mean, they can say it. It can't be proven. It's over with now.
I ain't gonna say it can't be proven now. You went from driving that little old 97 Honda, now all of a sudden you got a '02 Mercedes. You ain't got no job. Where does money come from?
That ain't got nothing to do with with Saban. They ain't got nothing to do with the university that
Man, stop
wherever they
it.
are from.
Stop it.
Hey, a lot of people sell drugs and stuff. You don't
Yeah,
know where
just
they
like
come from.
and
People pass
LeBron
away.
mama,
People pass away and leave money behind. You never know.
just like LeBron mama really had him 100 pair of Nikes, 50 pair of Adidas, and a Hummer, but they were staying in the projects. Yep, that make a lot of sense, don't it?
His daddy might have passed away and left him some money.
He ain't never met his daddy.
That don't mean he can't leave him nothing.
Alright, alright, okay.
But
You
on
know what?
on 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 to the season, man. What
Hold
are
up,
your
hold up, hold
expectations?
up, hold on. I got a couple more while we at it. Um, A&M didn't buy Eric Dickerson a Trans Am. USC didn't buy Herschel Walker a Thunderbird. Georgia did get him another Trans Am when he got. Alright, okay. That we
I
doing?
mean,
We gonna keep telling you
I'm,
lies?
I'm just saying.
Deion Sanders wasn't getting free shoes and stuff out the store in the mall in Tallahassee. That wasn't happening. Uh, Jameis Winston wasn't stealing crab legs. They were really giving them to him for free until that person got caught. Just say it.
That's different. He got caught.
Jameis Winston didn't get caught. The person that was giving the crab legs away got caught.
All right, so either way, he got caught indirectly.
Oh, of course, they threw him under the bus with the quickness. Just saying. I'm just saying though, if nothing happened, then nothing happened. SMU didn't have the biggest payroll in the Southwestern Conference. Back in the day with Eric Dickerson and them, that didn't happen. They ain't even make a whole documentary about it and everything. It never happened.
I mean, I ain't seen no 30 for 30 about Nick Saban paying nobody.
You ain't gonna get enough people to say he did it to do what? Hey man, listen. Cam Newton daddy allegedly asked Mississippi State for $800,000 for Cam to go play there. Cam Newton allegedly didn't know nothing about this. He didn't receive a dollar. He chose to go to Auburn.
I can believe.
I ain't saying it ain't true. My only point in bringing it up is if you ask Mississippi State for 800,000, did they give you the money? And if they didn't give you the money, why they out here snitching on you if you didn't get no money?
That's
Just
what
saying.
that's Mississippi State saying that they did that they gave his daddy that.
They didn't say that they gave it to him. They said that he asked for it. So the
Okay, so that
NCAA
could just be
violation, um,
that could just be okay. We didn't give it to him, but he asked for it. So they saying is if we would have gave him that money, we would have had Cam.
so if that's the case, then why they wait till Cam go to Auburn and having the season that he was having, and then they go to the NCAA and say, "Hey, Cam was receiving improper benefits because his daddy asked us for 800,000."
Because they didn't like that. His daddy tried to bribe them to get him, and when they see him playing, they like we could have had him if it weren't for his daddy trying to bribe us, and we didn't go for it. So
Let's be
because of that,
real. Let's be real. They could have never had him, even if they'd have gave him $1 million. Cam Newton was never going to Mississippi State. That was never going to happen.
then he
They,
want to go to Georgia, or is that
no, he
that
actually
that
didn't really want to go to Georgia. Georgia recruited him. I think I think somebody said Georgia recruited him and they were gonna try him
okay?
at quarterback or tight end or both or something like that.
That was Deshaun Watson from Clemson that wanted to go to Georgia.
Yeah, they recruited dang, I used to know it. They recruited somebody else though. that end up going pro too. But they didn't end up going to Georgia either though. I can't remember who it was now. But yeah, yeah, stuff like that happens.
Yeah, I mean it does.
It's just like, dang, it's crazy. I just forgot Buddy name. He ended up going to Stanford. Davis Mills. So Davis Mills came out of Georgia, and Georgia ended up they ended up getting Jacob Eason. I think I want to say that they got Jacob Eason, and they didn't recruit Davis Mills, and Davis Mills ended up going to Stanford. Davis Mills was starting for the Texans. Jacob Eason somewhere on the bench right now in the NFL. He didn't even work out at Georgia. But it's like, were they wrong for going after Jacob Eason out of Washington, who was the number one player in that class, versus Davis Mills, who was like a 4 or 5 star quarterback right here in Georgia? It's all about who you perceive to be better in your situation.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Who they perceive to be a better fit for what they was trying to do offensively.
Right. Like they was late um on Will Anderson. And I'm like, how was you late on Will Anderson? And they were like, well, we didn't know if he was gonna fit the way we want to play defense. We didn't know what about his size or whatever. Was he really gonna fit the way we want to play defense? It's like, okay, I guess. 'Cause
He
I
would have
look at
fit
him
if
like,
he would have went to Georgia. He would have fit right in with what they was doing.
brother, listen, you not see the confusion on my face. Like, how? How? But hey, like you say though, everybody don't see things the same way. And with somebody like him, it wasn't that they wasn't recruiting him because they was interested in him. They was, around, but they didn't push him as hard early as Alabama did.
Oh
So
yeah,
now his senior year, when okay, I see that he's gonna be perfect for what we doing. Now you late to the table because you done let Alabama get so far ahead of you when he was a junior, when he was a sophomore. And according to some of the Georgia insiders, reporters, or whatever, they have a tendency to do that with in-state prospects. And to me, that don't make no sense. Like, why would you wait on an in-state target? Like, if he in-state and he borderline just as good as whoever you're looking at out of state, I'm going with the in-state player every time.
yeah.
Like,
Try to keep on.
yeah, it don't even make sense not to me. But I'm not them. Obviously, whatever they're doing is working.
I mean, I
But
guess. I guess. I
like I
can't say
say,
that.
I don't understand it personally. Why you will wait on the in-state talent for real? Man, if you feel like he could play there, you got to get him because somebody else gonna get him.
Oh yeah. Anything they got to start beside it, somebody gonna get it.
Facts. I
I
mean,
ain't
look,
talking
man.
about. I don't care if it's a 3-star.
Stetson Bennett was a 2 star recruit. That man had Division I football offers coming out of high school. That's a 2 star.
Yeah, like I say, anything with a star beside it. Cause you got to think they ain't just putting stars beside any old body now. Just cause you a high school standout at your current high school, you might be big man on campus, but that don't mean you gonna have no stars beside your name.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
I don't talk to him. I don't talk to him. I don't talk to him. I don't talk to them boys that sat on the benches. Boy, I was in the game on 4 inches. Coach put me in the game on 4 inches. Put me in the game on 4 inches. Coach put me in the game on 4 inches. And